Hello, good evening to you, wherever you're listening to us from, and thanks for staying tuned to your darling station, Sunrise FM 96.1. My name is Precious Chukwukeze, and I'm very excited to welcome you to the program A Stitch in Time, our usual program that helps us to take action before we cry, had I known. Yeah. So, and today our focus is going to be on the development of our communities, the need for us to take action instead of waiting until the government is ready. As we all know, in case you don't know, a lot of communities are already taking action in the development of their communities, and I believe is one of the things that can push the government to move for intervention in such communities. So, in case if you have not keyed into this initiative, this is about time for you to do that because we say a stitch in time saves nine. And today we'll be speaking with two distinguished guests who have played pivotal roles in shaping their communities in their capacities as presidents general of their communities. So we have Deacon Anayo Dechuku. He is the Chief Executive Officer Impala International Services. He is also the former President General Amoli Improvement Union in our local government area. We're glad to welcome you here, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
We also have with us Right Honorable Levinus Okechukwu Okolo. He is the Managing Director, Zion Properties Estates Management, and former President General Abakume Ancient Kingdom. He is also the former Councillor of Abakumenze Ward and Speaker of the Ezedike Udi local government area. He is your no, that is the Prime Minister of Abakume Ancient Kingdom. We're glad to have you here today, sir. Okay, I hope wherever you are that you are ready. Just take your seat, relax, and be part of this discussion because it's not just about some community, it is about all our communities for the development of our community. So we all need to get involved in this matter. So moving on, Dikinu Dechko, what role do you think town unions play in driving grassroots development?
Okay. Thank you, Precious. Um, the roles of the town union in community development is many. For instance, the town union, they are the arrowhead of the community activities. They mobilize the people, they mobilize the resources, they mobilize every available equipment before them to impact on the people, doing or highlighting projects, highlighting activities that will impact on the community. So, as the President General, it is your responsibility to organize, motivate, and unite the people towards developmental strategies of the community. They do this in various ways. First and foremost, they organize the town, have meetings, organize the youths, organize the elderly, and then they focus or they agree on a particular project or projects which the town will focus on. Some of them include water for those communities who don't have water. Some include hospitals. Some include education. Some include social infrastructure, other social infrastructures. And then when they do this, there are various ways they can mobilize people. We have the age grade system. For instance, in my community, we have age grades. These age grades, they undertake certain projects in the community. We have the church. We have the students' union. And then we have the traditional institutions. These are some of the agents which the town union uses to mobilize for certain projects. And then when you come to the projects which the town union execute, we have rural roads. For those of them who have poor roads, we have healthcare. Like in my own community, Amoli, we the town union organized the people, and then we launched a hospital which today is serving the people. We have the educational institutions. We have had the privilege of roofing some community schools, providing chairs, blackboards or magic boards, exercise books, and so on. Now, we have equally the hygiene, sanitation, and clean water projects. These are some of the areas the town union could undertake: sinking boreholes to communities, building toilets in the markets, in schools. And then there are many of them. Equally, you can have libraries and IT centers. Some communities engage in building libraries for their schools, maybe primary schools or secondary schools, equipping them with books and computers, and then it helps in the education of the children or of the students. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's such an amazing story. And I'm just hoping that these things that you've listed, that other town union presidents are queuing into this matter, then they are not just there just for the sake of being the PG of the community. And okay, coming to you, Honorable Kolo.
Yeah.
Can you tell us from your time as the yeah as the president general in your community? Can you tell us the success story that exemplifies grassroots solutions in community development?
Yes. Without mixing words, I still remain Right Honorable Even Sokola, who denotes my constituency I have from Apakume in the local government of Enugu State. I have to go straight to your question.
Okay.
During my tenure as the President General of Apakume General Assembly, I can be able to attract Maris Brothers University and Maris Brothers Secondary School in my community.
Amazing.
And the entire community is unknown, and they welcomed it. As I speak, in the next few months, that school will be commissioned.
That's great.
Secondly, the same time I attracted a health center in my community, because if somebody have a problem in my community, they will take the person a far distance from our community to Ako, or you come to Enugu. But that opportunity I attracted at health center is existing, and it's making the improvement is there so far. And again, in the health sector, the working governor of Enugu State, Barrister Ndubi Simba, in short, he is working hard. Today, as I speak, we have a smart school in Nza community, and cottage hospital in Apakume, ongoing, almost completed.
Okay.
So I must have to say bravo to the governor, the working governor of Enugu State. On that note, after that, I attracted another 40 set of computers in my communities. That is Community Secondary School at Apakume, my alma mater. And with that, you can see we are moving forward.
Yeah.
Also, me as a person, you know, in my community, we don't have like in Kano, like in Kano, Nika, They do sell and get money. But in our own, it's contrary
Okay.
because we are almost at the extreme end of the local government. But after that secondary school, I renovated one block house of Akpokume Secondary School. Then my community jointly built another one. The entire community, headed by the present PG. The President General of my community presently is Architect Henry Wochi, because I keep on telling him that he should emulate us so that things will move forward. And he's trying his best, actually. As I speak, after building these two buildings and donated it, myself personally, I sponsored 73 students on scholarship at Bakume Secondary School, 1, 2, 3, for the past 4 years. Before His Excellency came in and said, "We want to take over," and is paying for their school fees. So I have a lift from that side. I am still thanking the governor of Enugu State
Okay.
because he's really working.
Okay.
More so, my community, they contributed money to put solar energy from the extreme end of our boundary between Alpha and the Z. If you enter the community, you see there is light everywhere, every night. When you call, you say, yes, there is electricity, but that is the handwork of my people.
Okay.
That's to show that we are not waiting for government.
Exactly.
But we are still calling on the
Expecting
government
the
to please come.
of course.
We have
Of
a
course.
vast land in our community. We have oil in our community. We have coal in our community. Immediately the governor came in, he sent his people. We went to the farm and we saw it all. So I'm calling on the Enugu State government because as far as I'm concerned, Enugu State is in charge of all the lands.
Of course, and
in
all the
whole
communities.
Enugu
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
Even the place we are sleeping.
Mm.
The only thing they can do, if there is something they find out in your place, they can give you compensation and shift you to another place to develop.
Okay, Honorable.
They'll take it.
Before we get to your expectations from the government, I know that all these achievements wouldn't have been possible without some challenges. You understand? So, and I really commend the two of you from Amoli and from Abakume, the developmental projects that you've listed that are ongoing without the intervention of the government, the things that have been done by the community members themselves. It shows that if people wake up to take action, there is actually a lot they can do,
Yeah.
and that's been exemplified in these two communities. And I'm sure it's also happening in so many other communities that are not mentioned here. So, can you tell us the biggest obstacles that to grassroots development in your community in particular?
The biggest obstacle, as I speak, like Abakume community was created as far back as 1947, 1945. Until today, some other community has been divided, but we still remain Abakume community. So the population there is so enormous that we are calling on the governor of Enugu State to please, like others has been sprinted. We are not sprinting it that we will divide ourselves, but we are sprinting it to get government amenities in our place. So I'm calling the governor of Enugu State to give us more communities.
Like autonomous communities.
Autonomous community in Abakume.
Okay.
It's only Abakume that is left out behind.
Okay.
That is one. Then second challenge we're having is that because of that, this challenge now we're having presently is that our traditional ruler is trying to create a parallel executive in our place, which we told him that it will jeopardize the development of that community. And they should call him to order.
Okay, I think that should be a discussion for another time.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me come to you, Dikin Udechku. Were you able to address the funding challenges during your time as the PG of Amoli Improvement Union? Because I know that at that time it's not like there is already money that is deposited in the purse of the union for the development of the community.
Yeah.
You were able to rally round. You were able to get people together. So, of the funding challenges, how were you able to address them
Okay.
at the time?
Okay. During my regime as the President General of Amol Improvement Union, like you said, it was a very tight one because the community, I met an empty purse. I'm not proud to say it, but that's what the reality is. But what do? We went into work. We organized the people. We mobilized our people in the Amoli, the greater Amoli people. We mobilized them, and then we got to work. We used too many options. We used community levies, and then we appealed to individuals for sponsorship of certain projects, and then we equally embarked on some community revenue centers or assets. You know, in Greater Amoli, we have a lot of governmental assets like the palm plantation, the forestry, and all that. So what we did was, like in the palm plantation, we harvested some of the palm fronds. You know, mobilized some of the people to harvest the palm fronds. You know, sell part of them, and that's what some of us used to. Like we bought transformers for some communities. You know, and then we asked some people, you know, to sponsor some certain programs. Like when we floated a scholarship program for Ndiamoli, you know, some of our sons and daughters, you know, they mobilized themselves, and then they contributed money, and a lot of our people benefited from it. As I speak to you, many of our people are abroad studying, some doing their masters, some doing their PhD, some have graduated. Those who have graduated are doing very good work, and then they are ploughing back into the community by supporting other projects which we are doing. Like currently, the Argon Cottage Healthcare Center in Aboli. It was built by one of the past local government chairmen of local government. It has been lying fallow for so many years.
It was abandoned.
It was abandoned. You know, so for so many years it was lying fallow. But our community said no. Since we don't have a cottage hospital, let us get together and then put it to use. So we appealed to some of our people. They came together, you know, brought some funds. We bought some equipment and medical supplies, drugs and all that, and we hired some medical staff. And today it is functioning very well. It is functioning very well. We have doctors working there from Tuesday to Friday. We have nurses. We have all kind of health professionals there.
And this was done without the intervention of the government.
Of course. Apart from the facilities
one
they
they
provided,
did before,
yes.
yeah.
You know. So currently, we are embarking on a customary court project. You know, come January 11th this month, our committee is launching a customary court project.
You're going to pay for this advert. Okay.
Okay, you pay me later. So, this project is very dear to us because when we secured the Amoli customary court, that was about 20 years ago. I was a PG then. You know, so we tried to mobilize funds, you know, to let it commence sitting in our community, but because of issues, we couldn't. But right now, the community has come together, you know, and then on 11th, we are doing a launching or a fundraising, 100 million naira fundraising for the customary court project, you know, and we hope that at the end of the launching, by April this year, the court will sit in our community, Amoli. So
Okay.
that's a very,
That's a good one.
yes.
That's a
And
good
then
one.
again, there are other ways we raise funds. Um, Donations and promotional items. Sometimes the community embark on promotions or a kind of awards to the community. Like that same on 11th January this year. We are going to honor some of our sons and daughters of India Amoli, in the Greater Amoli. People who have impacted on the community. Many of them contributed towards the scholarship program which is running right now. Many contributed into the primary school roofing and other things. Some on rural roads, some on the water borehole project that is going on right now. So we want to honor them on 11th.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are some of the areas we mobilize funds for some of these projects.
Okay, away from what the community members, the PG and the executives are doing or have done or are still doing in different communities, coming to what is expected of government, do you think that the government understands the unique challenges of grassroots development?
Oh, sure, they do. Government understands the challenges, of the grassroots development. That is the reason why they floated certain agencies like the CSDP. The CSDP is there to help assist communities in surmounting some of these programs. For instance, in Amoli, the CSDP has assisted us in sinking a borehole, a solar powered borehole. And this is because the enormous financial implication of developing the community may not be able to carry it. So the state government assists in some of these areas. Take for instance the road, for instance. Now, currently, I understand that the state governor, Barrister Dr. Ndubisimba, has, promised to tar the road from Amoli to Achi. We commend him. We pray that it will come to fruition. That road is very, very important to our community. It's an evacuation route for some of our agricultural products. So if it is done, I think it's a very laudable project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Coming
you.
back to you, Honorable Okolo, I know that you are you are not the current PG of your community, but I'm sure that you're working in collaboration with the new PG.
Yes.
So, what steps are being taken to ensure better collaboration between your community and the government or government agencies to ensure that um, you draw government intervention to your community for
Yes.
more development?
Yes. Just recently, immediately we heard that the Tazuma company came to our place to harness the mineral resources in our community. We heard that some group of people signed a document, a consent to that community, to that
Project.
aspect.
Okay.
We said no. The PG and the secretary, myself, we went to the governor, we went to the SPA on mine and mineral resources. We told him exactly what those people came and ascertained that the mineral deposit is very large in that place. We told them that yes, we are to give you the consent because Enugu State is the person taking, the government that is taking care of the community, paying our traditional ruler, paying some of, like that school I said I attracted. We can have no option giving that consent to a private company that claimed that they came from Abuja. We will refute it and say that oil must be harnessed by Enugu State government.
Of course.
So as I speak, we have written a consent letter to the Enugu State government that it is their rights and their obligation to take over that mining in our place. So far, we are working harmoniously, both the PG and the Council of Elders. We are working together to make sure that what belongs to us
It's not taken away.
is not taken away.
Okay, and I'm sure also hoping that from this particular one you're talking about, there it will open doors for more
Of
interventions
course,
from the government.
Yeah.
of course, like the one we gave to Maris Brothers.
Mm.
Our agreement there is that they paid us for that property actually in 2012, but the agreement says all artisan work must be from our community, and if you come for the professional, well, that one will come from. You must consider the community first.
Mm.
Huh?
Mm.
Like bricklayers, this and that, all of them must be from our community.
Oh, wow.
That is the agreement.
Yeah. Okay.
And professional work must come. First of all, you must consider the community.
Yeah, that's
So that
another
was the
way of
agreement.
creating
So
jobs.
as I speak, if that school takes off now, we have 4 scholarship at the end of every year
Oh, okay.
in the area of your profession, like agric, this and that. They'll give us 4 scholarship. That
Wow.
was the agreement. It is written, signed, and delivered.
Okay.
The other way around, you consider us and that one. So as for now, both the security, the bricklayer, those who are doing, they all are from Apakuma community.
Great.
So
Amazing. Okay. Coming back to you,
Okay.
Deacon Edeshku. You made mention of having access road from Amoli to
To Archie.
Archie.
Yeah.
So we know that in the whole of Enugu State, Amoli produces pineapple,
Yes.
has
yes,
the
yes.
biggest pineapple plantation in the
Yes.
whole of Enugu State.
Yes,
So
yes.
do you think that if there is good road, access road in Amoli, that it will attract more investments in this pineapple plantation? Because before I was expecting that by now there could have been a pineapple producing company situated in that community.
Yes, yes, you are correct, Precious. Now, what happened was some time ago, the government tried to harness the pineapple capability of Ndiamoli. So what they did was to bring a company from Mexico, to come and do that. But incidentally, it was misdirected because they left the people who originally grew pineapple there and then brought foreigners who came there to breed a different kind of pineapple.
And it didn't last.
And it didn't last, you see. And I think the proper thing to have done was to bring the people back to that place,
Exactly.
and then encourage them. We have cooperatives in the community. We have cooperative societies who are mobilizing, who have, the capacity to invest in pineapple in Amoli. But they lack government assistance or presence, like providing access road. I tell you one thing, Greater Amoli can supply this state with all the pineapple needs.
Amazing.
I can assure you that we have the capacity, So I think the government can do a lot. Give us access routes, as if the road leads to Archie, it is easier for us, buyers to come from any area, from Onitsha, from Nnewi, Oka, anywhere. You can come in and buy. Enugu can still come in and buy. As of today, people come from Port Harcourt to buy our pineapple. People come from Abakaliki, Umuahia to buy our pineapple. So, why wouldn't the road be built? To ease, the marketability of the products.
Okay.
It's not only pineapple that our people produce. We have palm plantation, that produces red oil, nuts, palm nuts, and all that. We have it in Amoli. And if we have good roads, I'm sure these things will improve the agricultural capacity of the state.
And also bring about more development.
Oh,
in
sure,
the
yes,
community.
yes.
Oh, okay. Because of want of time, we might not be able to go further with more questions. But then, you're already doing enough in your community with the current government or the current President General.
Yes.
In addition to what you've done already as the PG
Yes.
back then. So, what message or what advice do you have for other PGs from other communities who have not keyed into taking action in their own community?
Well, my advice is very simple. You see, until you realize your function as a President General, you will not function well in that position. So first and foremost, understand the position as a President General. We are very lucky in Namoli. We have a very good President General currently, in the name of Dickie Herman and Kenyo Kongo. You know, he's a man with foresight. You know, and today our people are happy because he has embarked on so many projects that is impacting on the people. You know, today by 11th we are launching for funds for the customer records, and after that we are going for other projects. You know, so I'm very, very sure that if the PGs of other committees will be able to organize the people and focus on certain projects, it will be achievable.
Okay.
It will be achievable.
Thank you. Honorable Kolo, what do you have to say to your community members who have not joined in what is happening in terms of contributing to the development of your community? What have you to say to them?
I'm calling on the members of the community to join hands and make sure that our community is developed. And by special grace of God, the present PG of the community is working hard to make sure that our people collaborated in making things to move and to make the community. We don't have any other home except that community. So every other person is trying to make sure that we work and ensure that the community is moving forward. So far so good. The present President General of that Pakume community, in the person of architect Henry Goji, he actually is doing very, very fine.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate your presence here, and I must commend what you have done in the past and what you are still doing in the development of your communities. And I'm hoping that the government will in no distant time key into the development projects of your different communities, so that our communities, you will be happy even if you're not living in the community. Anytime you want to go to the village, you will be happy that you're still going to enjoy yourself, despite the fact that it's a rural area. So I really personally appreciate you too for being here and for your efforts in the development of different communities. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so our special guest today has been Dickin Anayo Udechukwu. He is the Chief Executive Officer in Pala International Services, and he is the former President General Amoli Improvement Union in Obu local government area, and also Right Honorable Levinus Okechukwu Okolo. He is the Managing Director, Zion Properties Estate Management, and former PG Abakume Ancient Kingdom, and former Councillor of Abakumenze Ward and Speaker of the SZDK Udi local government area. He is also the Onowu of Abakume Ancient Kingdom. And to you, our dear listener, thank you for being there, and you should know that there is need for you also to take action. Don't just wait for those in authority. We cannot always wait for the president or the governor or the local government chairman or even the PGs. We can contribute in our own small ways to ensure that we have the kind of development we have in our communities. If we can come together, I can assure you we will make this world a very beautiful place for all of us. And if we want to take action, there is need for us to do that now, because it's teaching time saves nine. And that note, we'll call it today on today's edition of the program is Teaching Time, coming to you from Sunrise FM 96.1. My name is Precious Chukwekezi. Don't forget that your life is precious.